All right, guys, the Utah Jazz obliterate the Detroit Pistons. This is Hanson James, and this is the SLC Dunk postgame show. This was one of those games where I was a little nervous because the Detroit Pistons are trying to win. They have talent in Blake Griffin and Andre Drummond, and I know the Pistons have struggled recently, but when you have talent like Griffin and Drummond, you just never know what's going to happen. And I was wrong to worry because the Jazz came out and just death starred the Detroit Pistons. Absolutely from beginning to end, the Jazz were in control of this game. I as far as the Pistons go, I still think you have to do that trade. You have to get Blake Griffin, and they have Blake Griffin for 5 years, and so they can spend 5 years building around him. And whether that means Andre Drummond or not, I don't know. But right now, it's not looking good. Doesn't mean it's not going to be good in the long run. It may look good. It might take another year for them to put the right pieces around Blake Griffin, but right now it's tough, and the Jazz took advantage of that from start to finish. We're just lights out from three-point range. One thing I've noticed this game, and I mean, it's kind of simple way to look at it, but the Jazz offense was just so efficient and so mechanical. And you watch during this game, the Pistons tried to disrupt the Jazz offensive motions, their screening and their movement, and they couldn't. The Jazz were just so efficient, and their movement is so precise, and they know exactly where to go, and they know how to react to the defense's game plan that they were unstoppable tonight. And when they were hitting shots like they were tonight, it's incredible. They are so good right now. In the first half, one of the players that really just blew this game wide open was Jae Crowder. Jae Crowder was looking insane. I mean, he was like, that hoop was an ocean for Jae Crowder tonight. Like that one play where he got fouled and just kind of threw it up and it was a swish. Things are going your way when a shot like that falls. That was insane. So that was one thing I noticed. And then just like the offense is just flowing. Ricky Rubio is playing so well in the offense. Joe Ingles, those first 3 games back from All-Star break, he struggled and was, had just had some weird nights where his plus minus wasn't quite right. And for whatever reason, he wasn't there. Joe Ingles is there now. My goodness. He is like near triple doubles every night. And they're not like the cheap get free throws, rebounds like Russell Westbrook free throw line. They're real rebounds, and they're rebounds that he uses to go. It's not like Steven Adams giving you free rebounds. Rudy gets those rebounds. Rudy wants his rebounds. If Joe Ingles gets a rebound, it's because he earns it. Joe Ingles is getting 7 rebounds with being on the same team as Rudy Gobert and Derek Favors, and both of them are on the floor usually. The fact that he gets those rebounds is insane. So Ingles is playing incredible. Rubio playing just phenomenal. Rudy Gobert is a top 10 player in the NBA right now. He's top 10. He's unstoppable. He is absolutely a force to be reckoned with every single night. How do you stop Rudy right now? No one could do it. If the Jazz had this healthy Rudy Gobert the whole season, this playoff race would be not 3 through 10. It would be 4 through 10 because the Jazz would be the 3 seed. They're that good right now. It makes that Houston and Blazers loss at the beginning of the game that much more frustrating. Oh, well, it's okay. But the Jazz are just a machine right now, efficient. They blew out the Pistons by so much tonight that it's hard to really take anything from it other than that the Jazz are like thermonuclear. I don't know how else, they just made their shots. They're getting open looks, and they're making them when they take them. They're not rattled. It's really exciting. And one of the storylines before the game that we thought maybe at one point might happen tonight was the return of Dante, and it didn't happen. But guys, look at Thursday. Thursday's going to be interesting. Just saying. You see my eye with the glare? Just saying. A certain player might be coming back on Thursday. Hope you're watching. So Dante Exum's gonna... Never mind. He'll come in. The perfect thing about Dante Exum is that now we've got 3 games against really bad teams. Practice teams. G League squads. So Dante gets to come back, and in 3 games, he gets to play with his team. It's a home stand. He gets to play against really inferior teams so he can run the sets, learn the sets. Things are going to be disrupted a little bit. Like, things aren't going to run as well as you would hope, but because we're playing like the Hawks and the Mavericks and whoever, it's going to be better. And the Mavericks just lost Wesley Matthews, so that's going to be even easier. So Dante's going to be able to just learn the offense against bad teams. He's going to have success. And it's going to be great. And things might go not perfectly, but that's okay. That's what you want. You want him to learn. You want him to understand, and you want to be able to work through your mistakes. 3 games to do that. It's 3 games of practice, basically. Just perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And the Jazz are playing so well right now, and they're getting the additional talent. So it's incredible. Incredible! John Smith, would you say we are an elite team now? And what do you think we can do next year if we are healthy? Yes, we are an elite team. Absolutely, John Smith. You are correct. The thing we're going to do next year is get free agents that fit our squad. Because Donovan Mitchell is so good already, we don't have to wait. We're not rebuilding. We're just building. You know, you have your star. You have your superstar in Donovan Mitchell. You have your superstar in Rudy Gobert. You have incredible, like, Joe Ingles is the best role player in the NBA. Is he a role player? He might not be a role player. He might just be a star. You have Joe Ingles. You have Derek Favors. You have Jae Crowder. You just build around this team. Build pieces that fit. We don't even have Thabo Sefolosha right now. He's hurt. He's coming back. You know, what the Jazz need to do is go after a free agent in free agency, because that's who we are now. We go after free agents and fill those needs, you know, build around those guys. Ben Coombs. Ben, I love your artwork. It's really, really good. Ben Coombs, with teams starting to rest players and the ease of our schedule, what do you think is the likelihood for the Jazz to win out the rest of the season? I don't know. If we play like this tonight, are we going to lose? I don't know if we lose. They're so good right now. I mean, the next tough game, like the next game where we aren't favored to win, I guess you should say, is against the Spurs. But is Kawhi even going to play? There's so much weirdness right now with the Spurs and Kawhi and that situation. Like every day we're hearing like Kawhi is healthy. Kawhi is not healthy. Kawhi is going to see a specialist. The Spurs say he's okay, but Kawhi doesn't. Kawhi says he's not okay, but the Spurs say he doesn't. It's strange. It's beyond strange. Kawhi might never play for the Spurs again. Who even knows? But if you can get Kawhi, you go get Kawhi. If you can, I don't know. But if Kawhi's not back, then the Jazz should win that game, right? Should, if they're playing like this. Adam Ray King, the Jazz finally got into the top 8. Hopefully this game is a sign they'll fight to stay there and not take any game for granted. Absolutely. That's one thing that's really nice about what the Jazz are doing. They've won 19 of 21 or something like that. The Jazz are playing like a championship team. You know, they don't take games off anymore. They don't go out and just kind of huff it or waste time or sleepwalk through a game. They go out and they're ready to cut your throat. Like tonight, the Jazz came out in the first quarter and they said, we're going to kill you right off. We're not giving you any chance or any hope to be in this game. And that's what the Jazz did. And so this was like a rest game. Donovan, I want to get like 25 points. I was like kind of frustrated because Donovan didn't get more points. Put him in. Get his points. Get the Rookie of the Year. But it's better to rest. It's better to win, right? I don't know. I want all the things. By the way, the Jazz might have the Coach of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, and the Rookie of the Year on the same team. And that's like... I like those are legitimate possibilities. Donovan should be Rookie of the Year, at least co-Rookie of the Year. Rudy Gobert's the best defensive player in the NBA. If we're, I know he's missed some games, but if we want to give the best defensive player in the NBA who's been the best on defense this year, we should give it to Rudy. And Quinn Snyder has worked through injuries to Rudy Gobert the whole season, lost Thabo Sefolosha, lost Dante Exum the entire year, lost his best player from last season in terms of offense. Actually, Rudy's our best player. Lost our second best player last year, lost George Hill, is going into the playoffs with a rookie being your leading scorer. How is he not the Coach of the Year? You know, I know Dwayne Casey's doing great things, but Dwayne Casey's had 3 All-Stars for 3 or 4 seasons in a row. Good job finally figuring out how to get that even better. You know, if Quinn Snyder's in the Eastern Conference with multiple All-Stars on his team, what do you think his record is? My guess is pretty good. You know, Quinn's great. Quinn's fantastic. Anyways, guys, I don't have anything else to say. The Jazz are really good. They're winning lots of games. They're blowing teams out. Their defense is the best in the NBA. Rudy Gobert is a superstar. Donovan Mitchell is incredible, and we have him for like 7 to 9 years at least. And Dante's coming back. One last thing. We'll end on this note. So the Golden State Warriors had one thing go well with them that no one expected. When Steph Curry got hurt, we all knew he could score some points. We didn't know he was this good. And he came back, he got healthy, figured it out, and became the superstar that he is. I'm not saying Dante Exum's going to be that. But if the Jazz want to be a championship team and get to that next level, it's the same formula. You have a player that had a lot of injury problems at the beginning of his career. You give him a reasonable contract to get him back. He takes it to the next level. If Dante can become something great, and I don't know if he will. Let's hope he can. But if Dante can become that next level player that we're all hoping, and that combine that with Rudy and Donovan Mitchell and Joe Ingles and whoever at the 4, whether it's Favors, Jae, or someone else, what does that mean? So that means you've got a team that can beat anybody. And Dante looked incredible in Summer League. And I know from coaches and behind the scenes people that Dante was our best player in Summer League, and that includes Donovan Mitchell. So if Dante can figure it out, and I don't know if he will, because Summer League's one thing and regular season is another. If he can figure it out, guys, woo, get ready, because this team becomes really good, really fast. And we haven't even, I mean, Ricky Rubio's playing lights out right now. So oh my gosh. It's crazy how good the Jazz are. And they're going to get better. And we have money to get more free agents. It's crazy. It's crazy. Ah! All right, like and subscribe to this channel, please. Do it. Be my friend. Also, go to slcdunk.com. Read all the things. Click all the links. Go to Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Search SLC Dunk. I promise you, you'll like it. Michael is the best. He's the best there is. Michael, if you're watching, you're the best. And also, you can follow me on Twitter if you want. My name's James Hansen, but I go by at Hansen James on Twitter because someone got on Twitter before me in like 2011. So you do what you can. But anyways, at Hansen James on Twitter. Follow me there. I will talk to you later, guys.